My name is Benjamin Napoles.
You're the general manager at Goldstein's?
I am the general manager at Goldstein's.
All right, so as a general manager of a bar or tavern, what does St. Patrick's Day mean for you?
Well, St. Patrick's is a big day for us. We have a lot of people coming in, trying beer that we usually have, and then some specials that we usually do. But for us, it's a big day. We're going to be opening up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and whoever's crazy enough to come out, which we are, we'll be here, and we'll be going out until pretty much 1 o'clock in the morning. So we're available here. We'll have live music, and it's just a fun time for everyone, really.
Now, St. Patrick's Day is probably one of the biggest days, business-wise for a bar.
St. Patrick's is one of the biggest days that we have here, yes. It is a time where just everyone, because they love Irish beer, would definitely come out and try out whatever we have.
Now, tell us a little bit of the Irish beers that you guys have here. What's going to be special for Thursday?
Yeah, so what we have on special for Thursday is we'll have a Guinness on Nitro. That will be on tap. We'll also have House of Pendragon's their Wildfire, which is an apple seltzer. And then they're also Kool-Aid Green Sour, which is it's a fun drink. We'll also have Murphy's in cans and stouts. And then we'll also, from any selection here, offer green beer.
Right, so what's this Guinness? So obviously, everybody's familiar with Guinness. So what's Guinness on Nitro?
Yeah, well, the Nitro line is basically, it's like a tank that pushes out nitro, and it makes it just more creamier, it's more settle, it makes just for me, a better taste of Guinness, and for a lot of people.
What is the secret of green beer?
The secret of green beer is the little elf at the end of the rainbow. It's magic.
Do you know where that tradition started?
No, to be honest. I think it was just the color green. Yeah, I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
But do you notice that just people like it that way?
Yeah. It's one of those things where, you got to wear green or you're going to be pinched, and it's just like a big fan for everyone to wear green.
Right. So, you told me you have about 45 beers on a rotational basis. Tell us about the Irish beers you have and how often do they appear on your menu?
Yeah, so we do have 45 taps on consistently, and those will be pretty much a huge selection of that will be rotating. But we will have a lot of times we'll have stouts like North Coast, which is 38 stout, and that is an Irish stout. But we'll definitely have a huge selection on other stouts too as well, porters, dark beers, whatever the Irish like to drink.
What's your favorite Irish beer?
Ooh, mine actually has been the North Coast Old 38 Stout. That's been my favorite.
Right. What can you tell me? What makes that so special?
So what makes that North Coast Old 38 Stout special is that it's very subtle. It's not really heavy at the end. It's very easy to drink, but it's still got the whole flavors of a stout. So you can have that in a bottle on a hot day, and it feels like, man, this is really refreshing.
Now, to see somebody come to the bar at 6 a.m. in the morning, no judgment?
No judgment whatsoever. We've done it before. It's been a tradition here at Goldstein's, and as a matter of fact, at 6 a.m. we will have a line for people wanting to come in. So it's a really good time to kick back and start your day at St. Patrick's at Goldstein's.
Now, tell us a little bit about Goldstein's. The name may be a little bit of a misnomer, but tell us about the vibe here and where that name come from.
Yeah. So 6 years ago, it's going to be 7 this year, the owners came up with the idea of Goldstein's Mortuary and Delicatessen. And we don't have dead bodies here, and we don't sell delis. We only serve beer. And it's one of those things where it's just a fun name where people can just enjoy it, have fun, and laugh and whatnot. As far as the environment here goes, it's super social. Everyone loves to talk to each other. We have 6 nights of the week as far as entertainment goes, with bands or solo artists. We'll have open mic night too as well. But I think like a big part of this is we don't really have like TVs. We're not really like known to be like a sports bar. It's very interacting. You can sit across next to somebody you don't know and spark up a conversation really easy, and it's a great way to meet people, and I think that's the real love for Goldstein's.
what can you tell us about the displays and kind of, if you decorated or maybe like your favorite piece?
When Goldstein's started, maybe probably about 6 years ago, and starting this whole idea, it was really art to make everyone feel comfortable. So it feels a little random, but it also feels very put together in a weird sense. And I think that that's really what kind of Goldstein stands for, is being acceptable to everybody, but also kind of being cool and on edge, So my favorite piece is the lady back here with the octopus hands, or the octopus tentacles, sorry. It's one that when you look at it, you just know it's Goldstein's. It's an art piece that really stands out for this place. And yeah, so it's pretty much just like I said, a place to where we can all get together and be accepted by everyone.
And tell us about the big old boat there.
The big old boat, yeah. The owners just had a bunch of stuff that they thought, let's put it in, make it fun, So why not put a big ship in the middle of the stage and make that happen? And we'll have sometimes bands come and jump on top of the boat and rock out in front of everyone. And it's just good display, and it's just fun, when you walk in and you don't really consider, hey, I'm going to be sitting my beer on top of a boat, and here we are.
And are those bullets as your taps? Tap hammers?
Yes. These are all, you know what? I can't remember what the millimeter was, but
Big.
they're big bullets.